Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm here to talk to you about the hottest comics releasing February 24th, 2021. And if you like the video, please be sure to subscribe, like it, comment down below, and let me know what you guys think. Alright, let's get into my top picks for this week. So one of my top picks is going to be By the Horns #1. It is a Scout comic. It is a really small independent company. It's up and coming, but I'm very interested in the premise of this. I actually noticed it was in the comic shop news, and I really just took to the story quite fast when I heard about it, read about it. It's mainly about this main girl. Her name is Elodie, and she hates unicorns because her husband was trampled by one. So she's made it her life goal to search where all the unicorns are at, pretty much kill them all. So it's a fun, adventure, violent, fantasy world, which I really enjoy, and I like that they're not scared to embrace that unicorn aspect. Next up is going to be Department of Truth #6, and this actually just got announced for a TV show. Huge surprise, but not that big of a surprise for me. I knew immediately once this book came out that this was going to be the hot one to talk about. Not only is James Tynion on fire right now, but also conspiracy theories and cults and serial killers have been made a reemergence in this last couple of years. And so having a comic book based on conspiracy theories that blows other comic books out of the water, it's so out of its time. It's really just fun to read about, and this one's gonna have a special guest artist, Elsa Carigier. I hope I said that right. And this one's gonna focus mainly on the Middle Ages of our world and like the conspiracy theory world. And so it's mainly going to dive into what is the Inquisition, who are the Illuminati, and what is the truth behind the Phantom Time hypothesis. And those are very interesting. We're going to dive probably more into why these conspiracy theories are happening and becoming true, which I really enjoyed, and I can't wait for more to come. Next up, another James Tynion book that's completely on fire. It's Something's Killing the Children #15, and this is definitely one of my top picks because this comic was originally supposed to end at #15. So, since it's so strong, it's gonna keep going, and James Tynion announced that the next arc is gonna be based off of Erica Slaughter, and I'm very excited to see Erica Slaughter younger, teenage years, see how she really grew up. But I'm also happy that this arc is coming to a conclusion because I really do enjoy these characters, and I love a good conclusion to wrap up all of the characters. So I am absolutely for this comic every step of the way, and I'm just so excited to see what else James Tynion has in store for us. And I'm gonna keep collecting this comic. Probably will be my #1 of the year. We will find out towards closer to the end of the year, but right now it is very hot. Next up is going to be Stray Dogs #1, and this is a new #1 image. It's described as Lady and the Tramp meets Silence of the Lambs. So how could I not be interested? Those are two very different properties. One's a Disney love romance, and the other one's a terrifying cult classic horror movie. They have incredible horror movie variant covers for these, and I'm very excited. It's described as a 5-issue Dawn Bluth style suspense thriller by the My Little Pony comic artist. And I find that very interesting. I love Dawn Bluth's styles. He's done like Secret of Nymph and other very amazing animated movies. And the fact that they have like this horror aspect to this comic done by the My Little Pony artists are just so appealing to me because I'm dying to see what happens with these dogs. I don't want the dogs to die, obviously, but I'm very excited to see this thriller suspense. I know it's definitely going to keep me on my toes the entire way because I'm going to be worried about the dogs, but I love the concept of this, and I'm very excited to see where this one goes. Now for some series shout-outs. These are not my top picks, but I definitely think you should check them out at your local comic book shop this weekend. And it's going to start off with crossover #4. This one is going to be the journey to Colorado, and what the team is going to do, how they're going to react when they get there, and maybe learn some truth about what happened during the event. I absolutely loved ending to number 3. I'm a huge fan of Mike and Laura Aldred, and having Madman at the end was just really fun. The paybacks was a bit expected because it is a Donny Cates character run, so I did kind of see like Donny Cates characters coming into a Donny Cates universe. But the Madman really surprised me, and I'm very excited to see more of him. Next up will be Ice Cream Man number 23. W. Maxwell Prince is above his time. He is the future of comics, and I know he is. He is so well done. Writing all of the things he's written so far and that I have read has just been so beyond what I can even comprehend at times. While reading Ice Cream Man, I just have this scared feeling, I'm nervous but excited, and I still don't know any answers, but yet I'm along for the ride, and every time this comic comes out, I'm just more and more excited to read and learn more about the Ice Cream Man. And this one sounds even more fun because it looks like it's gonna take off pretty much a mockumentary style of like tonight shows and things like that, late night comedy shows, and I think that's a really fun aspect to throw in Ice Cream Man with the late night shows. It should be interesting to see, and there's 2 really great covers. Really tough for me to decide which one I like best. Next up will be Nuclear Family number 1. This is an Aftershock book. I usually always try to check out Aftershock books. They are one of my favorite companies. I got on board with Baby Teeth. Excited it's coming back finally. But this Nuclear Family one seems really interesting, especially if you're into Philip K. Dick's short story Breakfast at Twilight, or even if you like some of his Blade Runner stuff. Or Dream Electric Sheep. So this is going to be written by Stephanie Phillips and it's illustrated by Tony Shantine. It's pretty much a Cold War era science fiction at its most timely and terrifying. And I love it when you get horror, sci-fi mixed with real history. It makes this perfect blend in comics that I'm just so excited to see. Sometimes it can flop, but I still want to at least give it a try. I do like reading Philip K. Dick, so I'm excited to see where this one goes. Also, Paranormal Hitman number 1. This one's going to be a behemoth comic. I'm pretty sure not too many people ordered this one, so if you do see it, take a look at it. And this one intrigued me because it is pretty much sold as The Sopranos meets Ghostbusters. Whenever they have 2 very different popular entities, I love to see what it is like. That sounds like a very fun action comedy about paranormal hitman and going after monsters and stuff, and I'm very excited to see what they have. Maybe kill some ghosts. Who knows? I'm excited and I'm along for the ride. Last up for my series shoutouts is going to be Spawn 315. And I usually wouldn't have a Spawn comic up here, but they just announced Spawn Universe with some big names attached to it. And I mean big. I'm talking Donny Cates, I'm talking J. Scott Campbell, Mark Silvestri, just some of the biggest names that you could think of is on this list for the Spawn Universe. There's going to be 5 different ongoing Spawn titles that all these different creators are going to help create. And I do believe that this Spawn Universe is going to take off. I think it's going to have a bunch of movies. I think it's going to have a bunch of books, a lot of things. And it's going to be very popular. And it all starts with this story arc, well, the one previous and include this one, which is titled The Chain Gang. And this has She-Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, Medieval Spawn, The Reaper. It has just all of the spawns in it. And I think that's what's really going to allow this Spawn universe to expand. And this is the beginning of it. So I'm excited to see where this leads up to and also into the Spawn universe. I'm excited to see where that goes. Thank you, Todd McFarlane. And now we're going to go into our late printings for the week. We got that Daredevil number 25 third print, which is the first appearance of Elektra as Daredevil. If you haven't picked that up, I highly recommend picking it up. But keep your eye out on that 1 in 25 ratio Momoko cover. It is hot right now. It's on fire, and I definitely think if you can grab that at a easy low price, great flip, but also a great add to a collection, especially if you're collecting Momoko covers. I think that's just one of her best ones. Also up is going to be Star Wars Doctor Aphra number 7 second print. There is a first appearance in this one. I know number 7 sold out very, very quickly, and it goes for about $10, so the second print might be worth picking up, especially if you read the comic and missed out on that first run. And I just want to say, be sure to check out your local comic book shop this week and every other week just to see what they recommend as well. They might have different tastes than I do, but these are going to be some of my hot picks for the week. And thank you for listening and stopping by, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Have a good one.